BpsRps live 3/25/22, March 25th. It's Friday night. Hope everybody's having a good start to the weekend. I don't know what's going on in spring training. I don't know any stats. I don't know any records, how people are doing. So I hope the best, wish the best for all the MLB players out there. Well, speaking of which, Yerman Mercedes, who was a superstar for his first month of his career last year, he'll be out 6 to 8 weeks, hand surgery. He was doing great. Then he celebrated a home run, and Tony La Russa kind of called him out and then just ruined his confidence and his career. Old man yelling at the cloud, if you will. The Dodgers and Dave Roberts agreed on a 3-year erection. Cardinals selected Aaron Brooks. He did really good in the KBO 2 years ago. Yeah, here it is. 2 prior years in the KBO. Alex Reyes, 60-day DL. Not surprised. Poor guy had so much potential. Just never stayed healthy. OB. What's going on, buddy? How was your week? Hudson Potts cleared waivers. Remember Hudson Potts, him and Jason Rosario? They were, Matty V, what's up, buddy? They were traded for Mitch Moreland. They were supposed to be really good potential prospects for the Padres. I dare anyone to name a Padres offensive prospect that ever really panned out lately. Why aren't the Phillies signing Michael Conforto? He's still out there. One more day to go. Yes, sir. What else? SmackDown. That's what it's all about. I've been reading about the WWE or WWF lately. Just past the part where The Rock started turning into The Rock. He was really booed when he first showed up. He was hated. The fans hated him. And the WWF and McMahon kept trying to put him over. But then he went away. Then he came back, transformed into The Rock. And they really took advantage of his eloquent speaking skills, his interviewing. I actually got interested back once he turned into The Rock. He was very electrifying. Here you go, in '97, the Braves and the Indians had a big trade. Yeah, they hated him. That's right. That wasn't in the book, but I remember seeing that before. Yeah, Die Rocky. I got a YouTube how he was. It was Rocky Maivia. I got a YouTube how he was before he turned into The Rock. I say trade in '97. Our Atlanta correspondent knows right away. Yep, Kenny Lofton. Lofton and Alan Embry, were sent to Atlanta for Dave Justice and Marquise Grissom. That is a big trade. Wow. He was late. Lofton was late? Oh, Rocky. Rocky was. I thought Lofton was late for spring training. Nah, yeah. I gotta say it. Rock was a jobber. Wow. Is anybody a Rock or Austin or Rock and Austin fan? How does that work? I like them both. Kenny Lofton was a damn good center fielder, leadoff hitter. Astros, Indians, Braves, Indians. Wow, that's right. White Sox. I don't remember. White Sox, Giants, Pirates, Cubs, Yankees. I remember the Phillies, 110 games. Dodgers, Rangers, Indians. Oh, he ended his career batting with a .299 average, a .372 OBP. That's pretty damn good. Oh yeah, he was a second generation, third generation Rattler. And he had a little bit of pop. He was going for 15 home runs one year, 14, 12, 8, 9. He's a good player. God bless Kenny Lofton. Birthdays today. Lee Mazzilli, he was like Mr. Met, 1955. Never quite worked out. Tom Glavine is another Braves connection. Was born today in 1966. Former good hockey player right there. Travis Fryman, 1969. And that's all that happened today in baseball and today in baseball history. Got Donruss, this redneck. I think. Oh shit! I'm in a live draft right now. Ooh, bear with me for 1 second, guys. I forgot about it. It started at 8 o'clock. Oh, watch this. Fantrax. In my defense, I only needed, I think, an outfielder and a reliever because my team pretty much I kept from last year. It's a solid team. So it's not like I'm really going to miss anything. How do I log in here? There it is. Tony Bips1 at AOL.com. Password 2 in. I'm sorry about this. I really want to dig into this Donruss pack, but I got to get into the draft room. Where am I? Okay. I shouldn't be burdening you guys with this stuff, and I apologize. I'm going to have to talk to my agent. Now, where do I go for YouTube? There it is. All right, here we go. Donruss. Just as I suspected, the 88s, the gift wrap. Stan Musial. See, it says his name right there. Steve Sachs. He had that yips problem, if you remember. Couldn't throw. Rookie of the year. Al Newman, Rob McClure. Steve Sachs, the man. Stan the Man Musial. Played his whole career with the Cardinals, right? They got that statue outside of the stadium, I think, of him. Glenn Hubbard. That's true. Ric Flair. To be the man, you got to beat the man. Ozzie Smith. Lark, if you're watching, I highly doubt you have this one. It's a very rare one. This is an 88 Donruss. Mickey Brantley, John Morris. Mickey Brantley. Morris was a good pinch hitter. Thad Bosley was a jobber. Stan Musial, really? Oh, that's pretty cool. Never knew that. Dwight Evans. Dwight Evans was a pretty good player. Good outfielder for the Red Sox. Rob Murphy, jobber middle reliever. Andre Dawson. There's two Diamond Kings in the same pack. I don't know if I've seen that before. I might have, but I never noticed it until tonight. Hawk Dawson. He's a funeral home owner, director now. Paul O'Neill. They're retiring his number, Yankee Stadium this year, Yankee Park. So he's got 36, 30 career hits. Who's up to bid? Garrett Cole's up to bid. I don't have room for him. Danny Tartable, one of the most disliked Phillies ever. They gave him at the time, it was a really big contract, like $4 million. He saw like 8 pitches. Then he left. Danny, he was also called Danny Horrible at that point. Scott Sanderson and Chuck Finley. Chuck Finley with a mustache. I don't think I remember him with a mustache. His Tony Katane told him to grow it. I remember when Pete Rose broke Musial's, I think it was an 81 National League hit record. Stan came out, shook his hand, congratulated him. It was a nice, nice scene. '94 score. There's the Dream Team card perhaps in there. The goal will be, personally, I like David Robinson. It says right there, Dream Team. Watch, we'll probably get like Karl Malone. That pennant is Jose Canseco on the Rangers. King M, while we were at the card show a couple weeks ago, King M came out of the show. We were by the car, and he said, "This is for you." I would never guess Canseco would be on a Rangers pennant, even though he played for them for a while. Yeah, sure, we'll probably get Leitner. He had no business being on that Dream Team. No offense, Christian Leitner. You were a good college player. Great. You hit one of the best shots in ever at the Spectrum. That turnaround to win the game for Duke. I hear cat meow. Meow. No way. You ever meet him? He was Mr. Met. I think I called him like he came from New York, right? And wasn't he drafted by the Mets and like they really like promoted him, a New York kid? Or am I thinking no? Wait, is it Lee Mazzilli? I think it was Lee Mazzilli. I gotta look this up. It's really bothering me that I don't know this. Bear with me. It's an outfielder. Yeah, I think it was Lee Mazzilli. I'm looking at the 81 Mets. Sweet 16s in Philly. Wonder where they're probably playing at the Wells Fargo Center. Lee Smith, the reliever. I don't know who's still in it. Joe Klink. Ruben Amaro Jr. Phillies legend. So active on Twitter. Really cool guy. Ruben Amaro Jr., somebody termed him Ruin Tomorrow because he traded away all the prospects to try to keep the team in contention. And somebody said that to him on Twitter, and he wrote back, that's just such a classic name. Loved it. Got a good sense of humor. Sixers home. Yeah, Wells Fargo Center. Who's playing? Chris Gomez. All right, here's a gold rush. I guess he's the Christian Leitner of the New York Mets, Sid Fernandez. He's a big dude. We never get a good gold rush. Well, no. Part of the Trout family tree, Kevin Bass. He does. He seems like a really good guy. I'd love to meet him. Love to sit down next to him. St. Peter's and Purdue. They're college teams. I don't know anything about college sports. and I'm not proud of that either. College basketball I heard is better than the pro basketball I heard to watch. Well, whoever's brackets, whoever needs them for your brackets, hope they'll work out for you. Mark Carrion. I never liked Demaro. I'm gonna be honest. I never liked Demaro. Yeah, Sierra ruined it. Yeah, Ruben Sierra, the village idiot, according to Tony La Russo. I didn't like Amaro. I thought he was very smug and arrogant when he was the GM of the Phillies. But then when he went to the Red Sox, he became their first base coach. And then they had a video of him actually like dancing with the team, like being part of the team. I looked at him. I was like, he let himself like loose. He wasn't all smug and arrogant like he was when he was, I don't know, announcing his Cliff Lee deal. It's secretive. He was like a regular person. And I saw him on Twitter, and he's got such a great sense of humor. I don't know. I like to drive like to New York with him and just talk to him one day. It's like a 3-hour drive from here. Just say, hey, tell me about baseball. His father was really played for the Phillies a long time too. Wonder if it was nepotism that made him get that job. I'm kidding, Rube. You're a good man. Chris Jones. Lenny Harris, Tom Browning. Lenny Harris, I think they were teammates on the Reds at one point. Mark Race, professional hitter. He was good with the glove, too. Orlando Merced and Pete Harnish. Harnish had one good year, if I remember, or a couple good years, and he just like fell off the cliff. Lee. All right. We got an upper deck here. 98 Series 1. Ken Griffey Jr. His beautiful stance and swing. Ready to get into his beautiful swing. Are promoting him. So the goal, of course, is Ken Griffey Jr. An 89 Ken Griffey Jr. upper deck. Oh yeah, these are I can't tell the names. Tony Gwynn. That's what when he shook his hand at first base when he broke his record. He said, "Do the 6'4" exacta." FP Santangelo. It's a catcher for the Expos. Alan Benes. Who was Andy's brother in real life. Andy and Alan Benes. Benny's. He was a pitcher. Look, pitcher doing non-pitcher things. Looks like he's ready to rip his jersey off and brawl. Richie Sexson. Looks like he's ready to pitch. That's weird. He was a power hitting first baseman, DH. Guess it was a late inning game. Scott Erickson, former Twin, Oriole. Had an okay couple years. Robert Person. You might remember him. Phillies legend. He was a Phillies opening day starter one year. He was okay. Mini Bips is in trouble. Yeah, it's usually around this time when Mini Bips starts before. It's the witching hour, we call it. Robert Person hit 2 home runs in one game. I just thought about that. Nah, all right. Still not. It's not too late to meet him. Chuck Person, the Rifleman, Indiana Pacer. Was he shooting guard or small forward? I think he was the small forward. Reggie Miller was the point guard. No, shooting guard. Vern Fleming was the point guard. Yeah, I mean, what do you got to do? You know, kids, kids, kids do bad things. It's our job as parents to make sure they stop. You know, I'm at work, and my boss is telling us, you know, you say that you're tired of telling people over and over and over to do stuff, but that's like leadership and parenting. Really, what it is, it's the same thing. Having, you know, running a team of workers, having a kid, it's the same thing. Pudge Rodriguez. It's tough to teach them that though. How many times you got to tell the kid, don't bang on your desk, don't bang on your, don't give in to anger, chill, relax. But then you guys ever play Pac-Man and those ghosts, they bite you, and then Pac-Man disappears and the game's over. I remember those days. I would punch my Atari. Yeah, I wish it was that easy. It's a great card. Masked Marauders. Sounds like a rock band. Rookie card. White Sox. First baseman. It's not Frank Thomas. Mario Valdez. It's a big letdown. All right, we got a gray border, which is fitting for his hair. Cal Ripken Jr. Wow, he looked old. Now, when you lose your people, is that more work for you to replace them? Oops. A fond farewell, Ryan Sandberg. Looks like a video game cover. Cover glory. Maybe that's how they got this style. Darren Oliver is an okay middle reliever for a couple of months. Like you've seen it, and Nefy Perez. It's another Sandberg card. Like you've seen, takes wing. That's an accident. I come through to tell me who it is. Something about the draft. Oh, Trevor Story. Oh, Trevor Story's up to bid. I don't want Trevor Story, but I will bet $5 so nobody else thinks that it's that easy. Oh wait, I got a bid up here. Ah, okay. You can't type in the Fantrax chat room for a bid. You got to go up top and you got to bid up there. How much do I have left? I have $130. Jesus Christ, how do I have that much left? I have a lot more money than the other fools. I'm just going to put in $25 bid and go to sleep. That's nice. See, my place, if we get rid of people, it takes like 6 months to replace them. You got to beg for the permit, the approval. Then you got to wait for the interview process. Then you got to hope that they pass background, and then they got to go training for like 2 months. Sometimes, unfortunately, it's sad to say, but sometimes it's just easier to keep them. Upper Dick 94 Collector's Choice. But I agree, sometimes just addition by subtraction. I know, like who comes to work on time anymore? Saves leader Randy Myers. Michael's kid. Oh, Steve Sodomy, Oakland A's top pick 2 years ago. Tyler Sodomy, their catcher, who may be moving to first base um, since they got Shea Langoliers. This is his father. I knew he was a second generation ball player. His father would be like a pack of 94 cards. I feel old. Speaking of Oakland A's, there's an Oakland pitcher, Todd Van Poppel, 401k. Amazing. That's great. They shouldn't complain about that. Trevor Story. It's up to like $32 now. That's boring. I don't feel like doing that. Archie Cianfrocco. That's a great name. Archie. Archie was the cat's name. The comic book. To drive around a couple of times. You can't beat that. You know, some baseball players said half the battle is just showing up. They'll just show up on time. Don't complain about your job. It's kids nowadays. Yelling at the cloud again, I am, but it's true. Willie Banks, Ernie Banks' father. Pitchers doing non-pitching things. This is Brett Saberhagen getting ready to get into a street brawl. He's got the baseball bat. I'm going to take that to Kevin McReynolds' head. Jeff McNeely. It's hard to see their names. Holy shit. Fellas, we got an autograph. Curtis Pride. I'm not joshing. Like, you know how, like look, Jeff McNeely doesn't have an auto. Curtis Pride has one. I think he had a hearing disability, I think. I think this was the player. And he overcame that to be like actually had a pretty solid career. For like a fourth outfielder. Oh wow. Nice. Each pack contains a silver or gold signature card. Signatures in quotes. So I guess that's their way of telling me fool's on me. But I still like the card. Willie Green. David Hulse. David Hulse was the first player to console Canseco when that home run got hit off his head. He went up to him, like tapped him, and said, "Hey, it's all right." Who else we got? We got Jose Vizcaino and Roberto Alomar flying. Could have been worse. All right, let's see what's going on here. Trevor Story, $38. Why are we still on him? I'm gonna get out of that room. All right, we got some trivia prizes here. This will enable you to troll Upper Deck. This will enable you to troll Pro Set. And Donruss and Tops. We're going to be trolling all the companies tonight. Yo, Scott, what's up, buddy? Just actually, right? He's not a Coors anymore, and when you switch teams, and hell, he's switching leagues. I'm not gonna commit more than like 40% of my free agent budget to Trevor Story. No offense, Scott. Good player, but I think there might be a little bit of a safer option if I'm going to spend that much at all. You would. Somebody just said, guys, it's Trevor Story, not A-Rod or Jeter. I think I'd rather have Story over Jeter. I don't know. Don't at me. No, but then again, I have nothing else to use the money for. You know what? I'm just gonna watch. I'm gonna throw down. Look around. I'm gonna troll them. I'm gonna throw down $85. What happened? Oh, they froze it. They froze it for something. All right, we're gonna see what happens. Yeah, I'm gonna throw down $85. Trevor Story wins a World Series before Correa, Seaman, or Seager. Yes. Oh yeah. Rangers, they're loading up, but they're not at that point yet. All right, yeah. When they unfreeze it, I'm just going to use all my money. Like I don't need the money. I only need a middle infielder and one relief pitcher. All right. There's really not enough middle relievers out there for me to keep the money. What am I going to do? Spend $50 on, I don't know, Jose Vizcaino? Young Guns entered a bid of 38. Bips entered a bid of 90. This is great. Somebody somebody just wrote asshole. All right, so the trivia prize. Stan Musial, he held the record for most hits in the National League career. Somebody's wrote, really 90. Yeah, really. I don't need the extra money for any reason. Who broke that record? 1981, and also gave him the winning exacta and trifecta that night at St. Louis Downs Racing Park. Who was the player who beat them? Who beat that record? So that's all I got tonight, fellas. Thank you all for joining. I hope everybody has a good night. Hopefully, we'll be on tomorrow night. If not, enjoy your Friday and Saturday. You guys keep watching. I'll keep ripping. Have a great night, everybody.